The Battle of Tours, also known as the Battle of Poitiers, stands as a pivotal moment in history where the Franks, led by Charles Martel, successfully repelled the Muslim Caliphate's advance into Western Europe. This clash, occurring in 732 AD, marked a critical point in the struggle between Christianity and Islam, shaping the future of the European continent and influencing the course of world history. To understand the significance of the Battle of Tours, one must delve into the geopolitical and religious context of the time. The Islamic expansion during the 7th and 8th centuries was a formidable force, with the Umayyad Caliphate, under the leadership of Caliph al-Walid, rapidly conquering vast territories. The Islamic forces, driven by religious fervor and military might, had penetrated deep into the Iberian Peninsula, where they encountered the Visigothic kingdom. As the Muslim forces pushed further into Europe, they faced the formidable challenge of the Frankish kingdom, ruled by Charles Martel. The Franks, a Germanic tribe that had settled in the region that is now France, had established a powerful and cohesive state under the Merovingian dynasty. Charles Martel, known as the Hammer, was the de facto ruler, serving as the mayor of the palace, effectively the chief minister, in the Frankish kingdom. The Islamic expansion into Europe had been relentless, and by the early 8th century, Muslim forces had conquered Spain, making significant inroads into the heart of the continent. The Battle of Tours arose out of the Umayyad Caliphate's campaign to expand its dominion and spread Islam further into Western Europe. The Umayyad army, commanded by Abdul-Rahman al-Ghafiqi, was a formidable force, comprising battle-hardened veterans and motivated by religious zeal. The Muslim forces were well disciplined and accustomed to victory, having triumphed over various foes in their westward expansion. Charles Martel, recognizing the threat posed by the advancing Muslim forces, assembled an army to confront the Umayyad Caliphate. The Frankish army consisted of a mix of professional soldiers, levies, and regional militias. Charles Martel, a skilled military strategist, organized his forces to maximize their effectiveness against the Muslim cavalry. The Frankish army, while not as well equipped or disciplined as the Umayyad forces, possessed a formidable advantage in the form of heavy infantry and skilled archers. Charles Martel's tactical genius lay in his ability to exploit the terrain and deploy his forces strategically. The Battle of Tours took place in October 732 AD, near the city of Tours in present-day France. The Frankish army, positioned on high ground, awaited the Muslim forces. The Umayyad cavalry, renowned for its speed and effectiveness, charged relentlessly at the Frankish lines. Charles Martel's army, however, stood firm, absorbing the impact of the Muslim cavalry charges. The Frankish infantry, armed with spears and shields, formed a disciplined shield wall that withstood the ferocious assaults of the Umayyad cavalry. The tactical brilliance of Charles Martel was evident as he leveraged the terrain to nullify the Muslim cavalry's advantages. The turning point of the battle came when Charles Martel initiated a counterattack. The Frankish infantry, supported by cavalry, pushed back against the fatigued and disorganized Muslim forces. The Umayyad Caliphate, unable to break the determined Frankish resistance, began to retreat. Abdul-Rahman al-Ghafiqi, the Umayyad commander, fell in the midst of the battle, further demoralizing the Muslim forces. The retreat turned into a rout, and the Franks pursued the retreating Umayyad army, inflicting heavy casualties. The Battle of Tours had far-reaching consequences for the Islamic Caliphate and the Frankish kingdom. Charles Martel's victory at Tours halted the Muslim advance into Western Europe and is often credited with preserving Christianity on the continent. The defeat at Tours marked a rare setback for the Umayyad Caliphate, which had been accustomed to almost unchecked success in its military campaigns. The loss had a profound impact on the Umayyad forces, dampening their aspirations for further expansion into Europe. The Battle of Tours is often hailed as a decisive moment in history, where the tide of Islamic expansion was halted, and the course of Western civilization was preserved. Had the Umayyad forces emerged victorious, the history of Europe and the spread of Christianity could have taken a vastly different trajectory. The battle is sometimes exaggerated in historical narratives, with the moniker savior of Christianity attached to Charles Martel. While the significance of Tours is undeniable, it is essential to recognize the complex and multifaceted factors that shaped the course of history during this period. The Battle of Tours remains a pivotal event in the annals of history, representing a clash of civilizations and ideologies. Charles Martel's strategic acumen and the resilience of the Frankish army played a crucial role in shaping the destiny of Europe. The significance of Tours extends beyond its immediate consequences, influencing the course of medieval history and leaving an indelible mark on the cultural and religious landscape of the continent.